Welcome back to my channel. Today we will be covering the types of assets. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so for today we're going over current, fixed, tangible, and intangible assets. There are 6 types of assets, but we're covering 4 today, which means we'll be covering the rest of them in our future videos. Let's get started. Current assets. What is the definition of a current asset? Well, in the simplest terms possible, it's the resources or materials a company owns that are expected to be sold or used in less than a year. The key characteristics. Current assets are often tangible, physical things that are expected to be used or converted to cash within 1 year. They provide financial benefit to the business by allowing it to cover day-to-day expenses through their sale or use. They are not subject to depreciation. Now, you might ask me, Manvi, what does depreciation mean? Well, depreciation is the estimated reduction in the value of fixed assets within a year. So fixed assets we will be covering in the next slide, and you just have to use all your background knowledge to understand the deeper meaning of it. But it's okay. Let's just go on. As I said before, we're going to cover fixed assets in the next slide. Here it is. Fixed assets. Now, what is the definition of a fixed asset? They are resources purchased for long-term use that are not likely to be sold in a year or so. The key characteristics. Fixed assets are a type of non-current, long-term asset along with intangible assets and long-term investments. They provide long-term financial benefits to the business and aren't sold to customers. Fixed assets are generally tangible, physical things that have a useful life of more than 1 year. Don't worry, almost done. Tangible assets are physical items that have value and can be seen or felt. Let's go on with the key characteristics. Number 1, depreciation. Tangible assets depreciate over time due to their regular wear and tear. Key characteristic number 2, physical form. Tangible assets are physical objects that can be seen, felt, or touched. They also occupy space and volume. Now keep in mind the next asset is exact the opposite from this. Let's go. Last thing we're learning today. Intangible assets are non-physical assets that can add value to a business over time. Before we move on to our key characteristics, just note that I have put these in the simplest way possible. Now let's move on. Key characteristics. They are not physical and are not financial instruments, which means they're usually intellectual assets, say copyrights, patents, like that. Key characteristic. They're often long-term assets because they provide services over many years. These are some of the resources I use today. I will be posting them in the description just in case if you want them. Okay. Thank you so much for listening today, and make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you so much. Goodbye!